degrees.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 51 here, but
Nice.
it's
I'll take
chilly.
that. I need a vacation. Time to go to Mexico.
No Mexico for me,
It's
man.
safe. It's safe. So today, some big news with Tesla. They're canceling the Plaid, Brian. How does that make you feel? You're not gonna be able to get a Plaid.
I don't really care.
The F and X
No.
canceled.
Yeah, I saw that. So the Plaid and the X, right?
Yeah. Well, the X
Or
and
the
S, you can
S and
both
the
get in a
X.
Plaid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're canceling the whole line, the whole S line, the X line, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
Um, yeah, so what are they doing? What are they doing instead,
but
if anything?
they're gonna devote the line in Fremont to building the Optimus robots, right? So
Yeah, and I thought I read also robo taxis. They're going to concentrate
yeah,
on robo
maybe I don't
taxis.
know where they said they're gonna build the robo taxi. I think that's probably gonna be Texas. Um, but right
But let
now,
me ask you, what's the difference between my car and the robo taxi?
what do you mean? Like, oh, the robo taxi is just two
Like,
seats.
why are they making it? I thought the whole idea was to allow car owners to lease out their cars as a robo taxi. I thought that was the idea, but
Yeah,
I guess I'm wrong about that. I guess.
yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely a possibility. Like once they solve like unsupervised self-driving, which they almost have. That right now they're running the Model Ys around as robo taxis in Texas without any supervisors or anything in there, right?
Yeah,
They've
yeah. I
solved that.
think there are a few that are
So they
running
may
without.
say that you can rent your car out now. Like once it's a mapped area, let's say LA was a mapped area where they have the Tesla robotaxis running, then
Yeah,
you may be able to say, okay, you can take my car and it can act as a robotaxi. You'd have to clean it probably and charge it, and it would just go out, right?
yeah,
Um, but they have a dedicated. Right now they're using Model Ys for this, right? But they're going to have a dedicated robo taxi. You've seen it with the small two-seater with the Falcon doors and everything. Like, have you
yeah.
seen that? Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah, there's a couple people around where we live that have them.
yeah,
They're pretty cool.
you see them driving around.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was thinking that you were talking about the
Model X.
yeah, the Model X,
Yeah, yeah,
the actual car.
yeah. Well, the Model X is canceled, so that you so you can still buy it until the end of the quarter.
You can still buy it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. I mean, the Plaid. Are they going to come out with a Model 3 performance 1,000 horsepower
That's
car?
exactly what I was asking on Twitter. Like, are you gonna have a plaid version of the Model 3 now? That's what I'd like to get, right?
Well, I mean, yours does have the Plaid symbol on it, right? So,
Yeah, it's got a
um,
badge. But
or yeah, badge.
the plaid I think means it has tri motor, and the engineers are saying, oh, you can't fit three motors in a Model 3, but I think Rivian's doing it with the R2. They're gonna have a tri motor, which is almost the same size, maybe, or a little bit bigger. So I think they could do it.
Wait, you're saying that the R3 is the same size as the Model 3?
I would think, yeah, the R3 is gonna probably be like it's gonna be like a hot hat. You've seen it.
Oh, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
smaller one.
Yeah, whew,
That one's pretty
that's the
hot, and
ticket right there.
they're saying that's gonna have a tri-motor option. So I think they could do it. I think they could put three motors in the Model 3, or they could put like one of the super the Plaid has carbon fiber wound motors in the back, right? It has two. And they could just take one of those units and put it into the 3 and make it quite a bit faster. Maybe not 1.8 seconds to 60, but really low twos probably, right? Just two
Yeah,
bigger
yeah.
motors. But I think they are limited with like the discharge power of the pack in the Model 3. Like the Model S and X had like a higher discharge cell in there. The 18650s. So the smaller cells, they could give out more power, and that's kind of how the Plaid was like putting down those numbers.
Right.
So now they're going to be able to stop making that cell and free up more room for like the newer cells that the 3Y and the Cybertruck have. So that could be part of it too. But I think that it's not that big a deal because they weren't making that many of them anymore. And I feel like the S and X the platforms are so old that they would have needed to like totally rebuild them from the ground up, and it
Yeah.
just wasn't worth it, because they're not selling that many.
Yeah, but you would think that they would come out with a new version of that. But I guess
I
they
think
don't.
they
Like you were
will.
saying, they sell 30,000 a year. Is that what you were
Something
saying?
like that. They don't break it out totally, but pretty low numbers. But yeah, it's a premium vehicle. I could see them coming out with a new Model S, like a totally new. Like they're going to shut the line down and then redesign something from the ground up, right? But I just think running these legacy platforms that they're not selling that much on, it's just like costing them too much.
Yeah. So, how many Cybertrucks do they sell? I
Not
mean,
that,
that
so
can't be that big.
it's something like they've been selling like 10,000 Cybertrucks, Model X and Model X and Model S's per quarter. So the Cybertruck's even lower. It's
Yeah.
maybe it's like 2 or 3,000 a quarter, something like that.
Yeah. I just don't see that one
I don't either. It's not a
staying
good look,
around.
right? Like I was excited about it at first, but it's gotten too much bad press to be seen in one,
Well,
right?
bad press and like it just doesn't. It doesn't have that. It doesn't have a design where it kind of like I don't know.
It does have that coolness
I
back.
feel like it gets dated. It can get
Yeah.
dated really quickly, right? Like,
Even though the tech behind it is really cool, that it can do 60 in 2.6 seconds, and it's got a 48-volt architecture and steer by wire. I mean, that's what excites me, but that um the look just doesn't work. It's a little too big, a little too crazy looking.
yeah,
um,
I mean, I think part of it is like, I don't know. I think it's kind of a failure because they didn't consider the person that buys that truck or that would buy a truck.
right.
Like the
Exactly.
design of it, the exterior design of it, all the tech that you're talking about is awesome, but at the end of the day, the the people that are buying that truck are not buying it for the tech that you're talking about. They'll definitely use it, but they're
Hmm.
not buying it for that. They're probably buying it for the mass market, right? Is buying it for utility
Yeah,
versus like the guys that are buying it understand everything you're talking about around the tech, and they want to be like this is a new shiny object, and they have they have money, right? So
mhm,
they're missing the mass market, I think, with that.
yeah. They
I would
need
assume that would go away as well. I mean, that's got to take up a lot of space
it does, but
from
they've probably invested so much
manufacturing
in
space,
it.
right?
Like Elon was saying on the conference call that they're gonna use it for automated like moving cargo autonomously. So I
Oh,
don't know
really?
how they're gonna do that. The bed's not that big, but what I see is that they'll probably come out with an SUV version that maybe is a little bit softer looking.
Yeah,
And that's what people really want, is like something you can put the family in, right?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
bulletproof. So that may sell
yeah.
some more, but still not very much. Not like the Rivian R1S is taken off.
I bet, dude, if they had a like a Cybertruck that looked like a Rivian or
Yeah,
like, similar to a Rivian,
yeah,
which I don't know if they would ever do anything like that, they would definitely sell a lot more units, I think anyway. So,
for sure,
like,
for sure. An SUV version like the R1S, if they just did it something like that, they would definitely sell it, right, with all their tech and software. So
but I'm buying an R3, so that's all
yeah,
that
it's coming,
matters.
right? It's coming. I'll use my referral code. All right, so goodbye S and X. You'll be missed. The three, in my opinion, is like superior because it's got newer tech, smaller, better handling. But I can see people that had a family or wanted like a flagship car, that they liked it, but there just
Mhm.
there just wasn't that much of advantage over a Model 3 performance anymore, right? Like It just a
Yeah,
little bit more.
it definitely was space. Yeah, I mean, I would buy a performance over like the S.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people
Um,
did. Or
yeah, I
I
mean,
even had the S and traded it for the new 3 just because, it was getting like all the new tech faster, right?
oh,
Um,
well, yeah, there you go,
so
right
there you
there.
go. All right, so on to some Wi-Fi news. So Hamina, our friends at Hamina announced a new device, the Clip. So this
Yeah,
thing is
they
pretty
announced it
interesting.
on the 27th, right?
27. You were on the podcast, the release.
I came in the middle, and they
Okay.
already kind of started talking about it, and I had to go because I had another meeting to go to. But
Yes.
I was in there briefly and got to see a little bit. Always like watching UC and
Yeah.
like either his webinars or like uh, pretty much in his announcements. They're very like free flowing and like they're not your average like presentation,
Or your
right? So
presentation. He's a cool guy, right? Um,
yeah, 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 yeah.
so I saw it all over LinkedIn also, like right after you told me about it.
And it was like just a stream of
Yeah, yeah,
Hamina
yeah,
Clip.
yeah.
Um,
It was
and
all.
we didn't make the beta tester.
Yeah. Why didn't we get one? UC, come on.
I know why I would make that because I don't do site surveys, so
Yeah.
that's the big reason. So that what is the Hamina Clip? It's to do site surveys, right?
Yeah, so it's like it's a site survey device, where it's basically like a little wireless device. It uses Bluetooth to communicate back to
Your
your
iPhone
phone
or
or
your
tablet, right? Instead of
yep,
having to use a USB-C cable. So that's really nice.
yep,
And it's a new look. Like before, when you had the Nomad or the Echo Sidekick, you had to have like this little pouch that you put over your shoulder, right? To this little
yeah.
what would you call it?
Purse.
A purse. It looks like a man purse, right? So you have to carry it around. So it was definitely funny looking look,
Yeah,
right? Now this is this is kind of weird. You're gonna clip it to your belt like those old guys used to do with their flip phones, right? Like I,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I still think
yeah.
people do that. I still think people might do that.
No,
Uh,
there are definitely people that do that.
yeah.
You
So you
know,
can clip it to your belt now.
yeah. So like major mobility really is what they were trying to do with this, right?
Yeah, yeah. And it has so what? It's got two watt scanning Wi-Fi adapters, half a day of power on the battery, um,
Yep.
and
Operates on 2.456 gigahertz.
right,
They put a
private.
lot of language around Wi-Fi 6E and or like really Wi-Fi 7. Um,
That's good. That's good because there's
yeah,
not a lot of Wi-Fi 7 survey stuff out there yet. I know Ingenious just came out with the ECW 536S, which has the scanning radios too.
yeah, yep. That has a built-in scanning radio, but a little different, right? So the clip is what 10 ounces, so about the size of a or the weight of a like a phone.
A Nokia phone from Finland.
Yeah, exactly.
um,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the size of a Nokia phone. Now, the thing it doesn't have has two Wi-Fi radios, four antennas, one Bluetooth radio. Doesn't have a spectrum analyzer, but they call it a spectrum view without
Yeah.
raw RF energy only. So it's showing Wi-Fi spectrum data, basically. I think is what they're saying, right? So it's showing all the radios can only show Wi-Fi spectrum energy, um, but they're making it into a view that's like a spectrum analyzer view. Um,
Right, right.
um,
So it's not like raw spectrum,
right.
so
So
it can't detect like non-Wi-Fi interference.
yeah, so you could use this, with like one of the Osceum spectrum analyzers also works with their software. So you could go back and do a spectrum analyzer with that also, or if you didn't have the Nomad, you could combine it with that. And the nice thing is this thing also works with the MetaGeek app. So if you have the MetaGeek app, which is
Which is very cool.
it is very cool. Yeah, it's a Wi-Fi analyzer that will analyze the packets, right? This will capture the packets, that'll analyze it. On-site will do that also. Obviously, it works with Hamina on-site. So pretty flexible little tool. What is it? Just over $1,000.
It's
Um,
990.
a 990.
900.
Okay,
Yeah, and
nice.
it's available in April.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah, so just to give everybody, if you're using Nomad, for example, like think like I'm just looking at their specs, so I'm
yeah,
like quoting here. Um, the Nomad is the size of like a small book, and it's about 14 and a half ounces versus the Clip is only 10 ounces, right?
yeah,
So pretty small, like phone size. So like mobility and the weight of it, it's just cleaner, and still very, very powerful, right? So they're saying that you can do like a belt clip, a shoulder, kind of, or even probably like a shoulder strap, maybe.
yeah.
Um,
Clip it to
so
your backpack.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
pretty cool.
yeah. So yeah, good, nice new tool. Everyone's excited about it. Maybe we'll get our hands on one at some point to try it out. I know you
Yeah,
guys use Hamid on site now, right? Um, for your heat maps.
yeah, and I've been using the Hamina tool more. Um, so that's an incredible tool, right?
Hmm.
So like I know you're Ekahau. You do a lot of Ekahau, right? So
Hmm.
think of Hamina being, if you're using Ekahau, Hamina is basically using the same science to figure things out, and it's cloud, but the cost of it is definitely way more aggressive
Yeah. Wait,
than what
subscription
you.
model, right? Way less.
Yeah, yeah. So with that on top of this new tool, I mean that's pretty incredible. So
Yeah, I
um,
think they'll sell lots of
I've
these.
been messing around. I do. Does Ekahau have that? The coolest thing. I don't know how. It's kind of useful, I guess, but like I haven't dove into it enough. But it has Dollhouse View. Does Ekahau have Dollhouse
I
View?
don't know what Dollhouse View is. No, I'm not sure if it
So
does.
they use that in the real estate. In real estate. So like if you're looking at a house, you can put it in like a 3D mode, and it's a model. It's like a
Oh,
model of
okay.
the house, and
Yeah.
you can rotate the house, and you can, for real estate, you can actually go into the home and like
Oh,
walk the
okay.
home, right? But Hamina, they don't do that, but they put it in a dollhouse view or 3D view, so you can actually have it 3D and you can rotate it, and you can see the APs within the dollhouse view and
Wow.
see like the coverage and stuff. So
Did it rotate
that's a
the
really
coverage?
cool factor.
Does it rotate the coverage
Um,
in like real time? Like so,
yeah, it's rotating the whole thing at the same time. Like
wow.
I posted a video, or not, yeah, a short video on LinkedIn. I'm not sure if you saw it or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll check that out. I didn't know. No, I haven't
Dude, you're
seen
the
that.
only one that did not see that.
Yeah,
I have the
that sounds
most.
really cool. That they
I
could.
have
They must be using Unreal Engine or something to be able to animate that so fast.
Yeah, it's really cool because like so you draw out a floor, or actually the Hamina tool uses it draws the walls in, the doors in, very quickly, right? And then you can add floors, and then you align the floors. Once you align the floors, they're stacked,
Yeah.
and you can position the floor like floor one, two, three, four, and so on. And once you have that in there, you can rotate it and look at it from a 3D standpoint. It's pretty cool.
Nice. Um.
And as I go on LinkedIn, I see Hamina Clip.
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's
It's
everywhere.
crazy, man. They've like taken over LinkedIn,
And we're
or
giving them some more. We're giving them some more publicity today.
more coverage. Yeah,
All right.
that's cool.
So yeah, that's cool. We'll check it out. Then one other thing. So IONNA is having their 2-year celebration. I think we talked about this a little bit last week, but they asked me to host their 2-year event at the Simsbury IONNA Rechargery. So I'm going to be out there. I'll start blasting out some stuff once I get a little bit more information on the event. But if anyone's in Connecticut and they want to check this out, it'll be a cool event. Now I'm going to probably
Yeah,
take.
and I feel like nowadays you have so much knowledge on like battery tech and charging and all this stuff. You're like, night and day difference with me. Like I have no idea. And
Most people
so,
don't need to know anything. They just want to go and plug in and have it start charging, right? Like,
yeah, but I mean, like if questions were to pop up, you could answer the questions, right?
yes,
So
definitely.
you're going to be a good host for that thing.
Yeah, yeah. I'll try. I'll try to be a good
Are
host.
you going to be serving beer?
I hope so. There's a Chili's there, so they may have some Bud Light on tap.
No, there's a Chili's there.
Yeah, it's got a good site. There's a Chili's, there's a Maximia, a couple of restaurant.
You're serious, aren't you?
yeah, there's a Chili's like right next in the parking lot next door.
If
So
not, if nobody knows, Jeff loves Chili's.
yeah, it's the best American restaurant. Like what?
I thought you were going to say Mexican restaurant.
Mexican American, yeah, it's the best.
Yeah.
Um, uh, I still feel like I mean it has gone downhill a lot. Now if you go into
A
one,
lot. It went downhill when it started.
yeah, no, now they make you order from a kiosk. So like if you want
Oh
to order like,
no.
at a table, you have to put your order in the kiosk. They don't want to have
It's
to.
almost like you're at McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly. But it's still good. It's still good. So yeah, I'll be out there on February 7th. Brian, any good beers that you're drinking? Like I know
Gosh,
you're limiting
I
your
was trying to remember the name. It's from you and I think talked about it. It's Russian River, right?
okay.
And all the beer snobs out there already know this. Gosh, what's it called? I can't remember the name of it. Gosh, I can't remember the name.
Oh, really?
I think I said I would remember the name last time. I'm gonna try to look it up really quick.
You look it up.
Russian River.
I've been drinking Counterweight Headway. It's pretty good.
What is that?
It
Oh
have you seen it out there?
no, I have the name.
Okay,
Okay,
what's the
so
name?
Russian River Brewing, and it's Pliny the Elder.
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
Pliny the Elder.
All
And
right.
so, yeah, it was. Everybody knew about it. I didn't know about it. I would, I think I'm pretty good at knowing about different beers and things. And I'm not. I was never a Russian River Brewing fan. I just ignored them.
Okay.
And so somebody kind of turned me on to that one, and it's really good.
Nice.
If you have not tried it, Jeff, you would probably
I'm
really
gonna
like
look for it. I'm gonna look for it. But where is that brewery?
I have no idea. It's not in Russia.
I'll find it. I'll link to it. But yeah, Counterweight's a good one too. It's like a IPA. It's not too strong, but pretty tasty. If you see it out there, it's a Connecticut brewery.
Counterweight. Do they distribute out in California?
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do.
So if anybody listening has like any recommendations, I'm an IPA guy. You are too, I think.
Yeah. Although I like a wheat beer too. Like sometimes IPAs are too strong. So I like the Allagash White, the Blue Moon. If you're at Chili's,
I've figured out that anything 6.5% and below, I'm good with.
Yeah, exactly.
6.5%. It's got to be a really good beer for me to like it. I think Pliny is actually higher than 6.5, but
I think the Headway is actually 6.5%. So yeah, that's like the perfect ABA, right? If you don't want like a 10%, you drink like one and you're done, right? Like
yeah, you're in double IPAs, right? So
yeah. Oh, there is a good one for double IPA. Which one is it? It's the Road to Ruin. The Two Roads Road to Ruin. They're another Connecticut brewery.
I think you told me about that one.
Yeah, that one's really tasty, but I think it's like over 10%. Like, stay away. All right, guys. We'll be back next week with some more Wi-Fi and tech news. Remember, like.